Woof. So I forgot to update the title. Oh my goodness, there we go. Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Hi, hi, hi! And welcome back to more Hollow Justice Trilogy. Hello, Pagetown. Hello, Izzy. Hello, hello. How y'all doing? How you doing? Speaking of, before I forget, Izzy, congratulations on graduating. Absolute hell yeah to you. Little round of applause for Izzy. Let's fucking go! I have graduated. I have a degree, but I'm still so exhausted. Yeah, yeah. No, that sounds right. Hello, Robin. Hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? I need to hibernate for a week. And you know what? You deserve it. You graduated. You did the big one. You deserve the rest. Every ounce of day. Oh, orchestra's working you overtime. Oh my god. I'd imagine soon you may rest. Oh my goodness. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's doing alright. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Thursday. Me trying to remember what day of the week it is. Oh, and I'm failing so spectacularly. Oh my goodness. Last we left off, we had a wild fucking investigation. Y'all, I hate LaBelle. I hate LaBelle so much. I don't want to think about LaBelle, but I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna get a lot of LaBelle today. Yeah, we talked to LaBelle a lot. We opened up the secret chamber, and we discovered some stuff in there, which of course further implicated LaBelle. Thank God. Florent LaBelle. Also, we learned that Jinxie is a chronic sleepwalker, which was very fascinating. And today, we might finish the trial today? I'm not actually sure. I'm kind of hoping we do, but for all I know, there could be another day. Who's to say? At the very least, we're gonna try to get this trial over with, and maybe go on to another day. We'll find out. But yeah, let's see. God, I love this music. God, Val has such good music. Turn that off. Get the gaming on. It's time! And we get to see Simon again! Monsters Turnabout, day 2. Exciting news. Go on, let's hear it. And while you're doing that. April 19th, 9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, we're just jumping straight into it. Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. I'm sure it is. Hello, Judge. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. Athena Sykes! Athena Sykes, assistance defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Je suis prête. Je suis prêt? Je suis prêt.
Je suppose ever, I see. And in French, no less, and, the prosecution?
Friends, grandparents, an Airbnb in Daytona on the beach. Ooh. They said there's room for a +1. My mom was letting me go. Like, actually away from home for like 3 days. Ooh, hell yeah! Let's fucking go! It's dirty. Dirty. Hell yeah! Well, hopefully the trip goes well. That's exciting! Hell yeah! Oh, speaking of trip stuff, I will not be streaming next week. I'll further explain this later, but I am going on a trip myself for the next like week or so. So there will be no streams the coming week. So nothing on Sunday and nothing on next Thursday. But I will go further on that at the end of stream. Interview tomorrow? Let's go! Hopefully the interview goes well. Wishing you all the luck on the interview, Page Town.
And the prosecution?
Shackled. Hi. He's just staring at the shackles.
Very well then. By the way, I have asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today. There'll be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Brockwill. Now, your opening statement, if you would. I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it.
Looks like the judge is really bringing it today. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is about to last about 5 seconds, and then we're about to get some choice words from the prosecutor. 1 second, hold on. Sorry about that. There we go. What did he do to get shackles? Apparently, he's a convicted criminal. I assume for murder, because most things in these games are murder, so... He probably realized how Blackwell played him. That was one mean game of Simon Says. Yeah, his honor has to fight to defend his honor today.
Your boldness. It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement.
Oh. Oh no. Not again. I did murder. Izzy, how could you?
I have? I don't know if I would say that.
Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave it the opening statement. That look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you've been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewels of the court, the one thing you could not possess.
The crown jewels? The court?
Now, at long last, they're within your grasp. What the fuck is happening? Girl, just say the fucking opening statement!
How could you possibly refuse? Oh, so you don't mind if I do it then?
Oh my god, Judge!
I'll make a special exception, just this once.
Here we go again!
Yep, more of Blackwell's mind games. Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself.
Of course you will.
Ahem. In yesterday's session, we learned that the shocking truth that the victim, Alderman Vex QB, was the Amazing Ninetales. We also learned that the Amazing Ninetales was a key figure on the yokai craze and anti-merger protests. It was further revealed that upon learning Vex QB's secret identity, the Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and the victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party, but further investigation revealed no proof of the third party who had escaped the room. Ergo, we must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive.
Girl!
Did I say something wrong? That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time. Oh, one more thing to boast about to my grandchild.
Girl, he's playing you like a goddamn fiddle. Oh, this was not an unexpected turn of events. This was not an unexpected turn of events.
Now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify.
Oh god, please don't be LaBelle.
The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation? Feathers and tracks, weren't those left by the mayor while he was possessed? That was but an act to protect his daughter. Oh, yes, of course, I had suspected as much.
Oh my god. Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance? Girl! Give me a fucking break.
His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma.
Objection!
The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture.
Would you care for some witness testimony then? For I am ready to prove that that little scamp is the one behind the Temataro farce.
Witness testimony? Bet he means Filch and that creep LaBelle. Please don't be LaBelle. Please don't be Filch. Actually, let's end the trial now. Let's execute them both.
Please. Very well then. Bailiff, would you bring in the first witness?
Please don't be LaBelle. Please don't be LaBelle. Please don't be Belle. That's not much better, but I'll take it.
Mr. Filch, you made quite the hasty exit yesterday. See that it doesn't happen again today.
Been known for my hasty retreats since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine.
Indeed. You managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip.
Oh my god. Like those amateurs could ever nab me. Yaps!
Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place.
No, please! I'm liable to rip off my own head while I start running.
Your statement now.
Yes, sir! Mr. Blackhead, sir! Mr. What? You may beat a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell. Yeah, Blackwell doesn't strike me as the give-up-easy type.
Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime.
Gladly. Let's fucking hear it. Witness testimony. You gotta say for yourself. Okay, hold on. One moment. Un momento. That's weird. Discord moment. Discord moment. There you go. Ah! Timotoro's really that little maid girl! Ain't no doubt about it! Uh-huh, yeah, sure, Jan. Whatever you say. I mean, the Tematoro I saw was just a little thing about her size. The little run had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. Oh, now you want to admit it, huh, bitch? Bet you stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. No, because the Forbidden Chamber was locked. What's his face swallowed the key? Yeah, the mayor swallowed the key. So there was no— oh god, I forgot about these. So there was no way for her to get inside. She was gonna use it to wallop me on account of my fierce reputation. I just know it! I looked away for a while. Why the hell is he back in the courtroom? Who the fuck knows anymore?
So, Tenmataro was short in stature. And that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along?
You betcha! Besides, all the rest in the manor were way taller than her.
Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short.
What if the Temataro impersonator was walking on their knees? We're no need walking. I seen it myself.
And perhaps the yokai really was Miss Tenma after all. All monsters are naught but tricks, either of the mind or the cheap parlor variety.
Wait, someone swallowed the key. How the hell do we have it? Because the person who swallowed it coughed it back up to us. Because the mayor gave it to us, which is why we have it now. I don't want to know, actually, now that I'm saying it again. I don't want to know how he got it back here. I don't like that. I don't know about that. I don't know about you. I don't know about the people you hang out with.
So you're saying she created an illusion, like one of those, magical eye thingies?
Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me. Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was simply the janitor.
Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell just gave up the ghost. Literally.
The janitor's deathly complexion and all-white attire are, no doubt, partially to blame. That and the fact he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this or that. Excuse you? Girl, I don't think that's a janitor. Girl, I don't think that's the janitor. Hold on. That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. Girl, that's not a girl, that's not the janitor. Hey, bestie, that's not. Yo, hold on.
Oh, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. I want to talk about this key. Give me 1 second, because now I'm like getting annoyed at this. There we go. Tenmataro really is that little maid gal, ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Tenmataro I saw was just a little thing about her stuff. I want to talk about that key. Bet you she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. Which wouldn't have been possible because he swallowed the key. It would seem that Tenmataro was in fact not this innocent little girl. How'd you figure that out? Claimed the Tenmataro you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one.
Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber.
What's this?
Oh. This key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene. So you see, it would have been impossible for her to get into the Forbidden Chamber. Yeah, unless she, like, I don't know, open his stomach up? Ew, that's disgusting. In short, the Tenmataro seen holding that staff could have not been Jinxie Tenma.
What?
Oh my god, finally we're turning this shit around.
But, then who does the defense believe was impersonating Tenmataro?
Objection!
Oh shit. Such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he was the yokai we seek? Oh, was it? Hold on, what did it say? Our Tenmataro impersonator was none other than Mayor Tenma's aide. Oh, there we go. Yes, in fact, I can.
Very well. Let's see where the defense is going with this. Mr. Justice, please show us proof as to the true identity of the Tenmataro impersonator.
Finally, it has happened to me. That is a weirdly shaped key now that I look at it. It is a very weird key, but I believe it was the hand cream.
Take that!
We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. And we know that whoever was Tenmataro took one of the staves out of there. In short, I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for.
But, Mr. Justice, how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner?
I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence. It might tell us who it belongs to.
Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai's prints there? Very well, I hereby call a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint results.
Oh, okay.
No need for that, your boldness. We have the prints for everyone at the manor that day. You called Prosecutor Blackwell!
Could anyone be more whipped?
Damn!
Damn, Gina! We could also talk about the fact that it's a private brand. Yeah, that too. It's like, girl, the only people who own this is fucking LaBelle. That's it.
Fulbright, analyze these prints. You have 3 minutes. Your wish is my command! Very well then. I guess we'll just wait right here.
And then everyone died.
It would seem that the fingerprint analysis is complete. What do the results show? What in the world?
I mean, Athena has one too, but that happened well after the murder, yeah. They're fooling with bells, aren't they?
This is absurd!
Whoa, girl, what is up with you? Grabbing the titty? What? Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Don't tell me. The Tenmataro's
Don't be ridiculous!
fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to Phineas Filch.
Huh? What? Filch, why do you have the hand cream? Oh, because he's a thief. God damn it. Oh my god. But we know that fucking LaBelle's the murderer. Wait, does that mean that the thief is does that mean that Filch is Tenmataro? That ruins his alibi. That ruins his alibi completely. That also ruins LaBelle's alibi. Cause wait, hold on. If Filch is Tenmataro, that means he's not in the whatchamacallit. He's not in the office with LaBelle, which means that LaBelle now has no alibi either.
Objection!
Wait, what? What? Then Mr. LaBelle wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber? That's what I want to know! Having the bird hold the paper is great. I know! It's amazing. The time they walked through the fire was when Filch was on the TV. I mean, the time that he walked through the fire was when Filch was watching TV. He talked to us about the contents of that episode that aired. That is true! But that... Now there's an inconsistency. How is... Okay. How is Filch both Tenmataro, but also watching the episode at the same time? Okay.
Objection!
Oh god. He's gonna break the chains again.
You tricksy little tanuki. Explain yourself now!
Sure! Them prints are mine! I mean, I did pilfer that hand cream from Mr. LaBelle after all. So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber? So what if I did? Got a problem with it? Yup!
You fool of a tanuki.
Oh, that's so Oh, I just realized he's standing on a box.
Order! Order! Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean?
Excellent question. The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber. Wait a second. Does this mean that the Temitaro holding the staff was Phineas Filch? Oh my god. Yes! No, the kids at the So you were! But wait, does that make you the murderer as well?
Mr. Filch is Temitaro?
Oh my god. I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer?
The witness will explain himself this instant.
I'm begging your pardon, your honorship. I was doing what the alderman told me. What do you mean what the alderman told you? What do you mean? He wanted me to be Temitaro with the village exorcism ritual. Oh, right. Wait, what? No. Oh, you mean that event at the Nine Tails Vale Festival? Oh, so this was you in this moment. So that was you inside the Temitaro costume. Okay. Yep, and after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. Okay, so you did watch it, but it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers. Oh, okay. So he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match. Okay. I guess that idea's out the window. Yeah. Okay, so that explains. Okay, so right, because he did say he was like heavily disappointed with what he saw. So I guess, yeah, I guess he just didn't watch the whole episode then. Interesting. That's when I looked at the Temitaro costume. I got a great idea. Nobody can tell it's me while I'm wearing it. And because of them superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word.
In other words, you use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible.
Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place? Because it's all treasure there! Thought that was my big chance to sneak on in and grab it! Yeah, but your own ancestor beat you to the damn punch. Treasure? Only that, it's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe! Grandpappy told me all about it. Says there's amazing treasure in there. He went in there not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it? Yes, that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson. Wait, how did you exactly get into the Forbidden Chamber? That's what I want to know! You steal shit. Drop it as you flee the crime scene. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could have opened the Forbidden Chamber door. Couldn't have possibly gotten in. I could through the air vent in the foyer! What? The vents left of the alderman's picture went on in and made a nice little hole. Oh my god, it's right there. You just had to get into the air duct that leads into the Forbidden Chamber, I did. Oh my god. You what? But how is that even possible? Wait a second. Remember that air vent in the Forbidden Chamber? It didn't lead outside, it went into the goddamn... So, Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct. And that's how he got it from the foyer vent to the Forbidden Chamber vent?
So, Temitaro was nothing more than a cat burglar, or rather, a Tanuki burglar.
Seems like it.
And we're back to being without anyone in charge for the alderman's murder.
Great! Fantastic! Looks like our so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker. Well, it was one yokai for another, I suppose. Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you do after fleeing into the foyer? That's what I want to know. I got out of that costume right quick. Would have caused quite the trouble at that point. Tenotar was never at the crime scene because he didn't go out through that vent. Yeah. How did you go back through the vent? So you were never at the crime scene? Unless there's another Tenmataro? Oh god, not another one. And where's that costume now? Heck if I know. And it ain't my fault if you never find it. The police searched every nook and cranny. No yokai costume was left in that manor. What if it was tossed outside of the manor? Ah. No way! But maybe, just maybe...
The defense seems to have hit upon an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice.
Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch, did you get rid of the costume here? Got rid of it through the window, didn't you?
Take that!
Did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why we didn't turn it up, and why it didn't turn up inside the manor. You think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. So why would I go and do something like that? I can think of a few reasons. Any bright ideas, Apollo? Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out of the window, the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might just have the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch, I have just the evidence for you. You do? This evidence proves you got rid of your Tenmataro costume through the window. Oh. Well, it's gotta be this, right?
Take that!
Ah, ants! Tenmataro flying through the sky?
And just as that happened, how does that prove Mr. Filch threw his costume out the window?
It's quite simple. That's not Tenmataro in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Filch threw out. Oh, that's crazy talk! You ain't serious, are ya? There is a steep cliff right outside of the foyer window, meaning the manor is up pretty high. The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, the photo of Tenmataro really was a flight of fancy.
What?
Yucks! Get fucking got, bitch.
Oh my. So there really was never a yokai.
I can't keep them kids banned. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume? This more than proves the defense's position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with staging the yokai sighting.
Care to raise any objections, Prosecutor Blackquill?
None whatsoever. I'll deal with that tricksy Tanuki if I've dealt with this case. We did it! Keep going! Now all we have to do is make Fleur and LaBelle take the stand!
Objection!
Oh god. Does that now just put the blame right back on our defendant? Yeah. Like, this doesn't help us with anything with our defendant. This helps us not implicate Jinxie, but like, Damien is still fucked. We're still fucked on that part. Sheathing the sword a bit early, are we not? Huh? Nothing has been proved beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little Tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber? Probably the same way he got in, through the chamber's air vent. And what of the feathers and tracks in the scene of the crime? Still don't know about that, do we? They would suggest that the Tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the evidence. Oh.
Objection!
But the forbidden chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you're saying makes no sense. Right? Someone on the outside opened the door for you. Isn't that right? Yep, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. The door suddenly sprung right open. Oh, how?
Hold it!
Sprung right open? Who's on the other side? I didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare. You are useless!
Oh, look how the reflection from my head blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark.
That's between you and... you, the movie theater, and whatever deity you believe in. So that's when I snatched the staff and made my daring escape. Then that little maid gal spotted me and hightailed it down the hall. That means the forbidden chamber wasn't opened until after the crime was discovered. But wait, we still don't know who opened it. We don't know how they opened it either, because the key was, you know, devoured. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox chamber.
Objection!
Well, you little Tanuki. When the forbidden chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there?
Nope. Only one there was the alderman, and he was dead as a doornail. What?
The accused wasn't there. What do you suppose he was up to?
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
Ah, don't tell me! Plainly, the only one who could have opened the forbidden chamber was the accused Damien Tenma.
Ah! Hold it! Oh! Wait a second! There has to be someone else besides me or Tenma there.
Really? And who might that be?
Oh, well, that would be...
Objection!
It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details.
Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact.
Sorry. Guess I put my foot in my mouth again. No, we're definitely onto something here. We are? Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the forbidden chamber, one of the alibis we've heard about no longer holds any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the forbidden chamber. And by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up.
Ah, not that insufferable. Very well. The court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say.
Whose alibi no longer adds up? Well, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it! I don't want to bring him upon me! Oh, God. I'm taking a sip of my drink, because I know I'm going to need it. Okay. LaBelle.
Take that!
For once I agree with Blackwell, this guy is insufferable. Agreed.
Well, that's the defendant's aide, Florent LaBelle.
Girl, if you have the last name LaBelle, you are evil. You are evil.
Didn't he claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime?
True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know now, Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at the time, which means that LaBelle's alibi in turn is suspicious. In short, Mr. Alibi. No. Mr. LaBelle's alibi has disappeared. Ugh! Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big lie. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch? I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in that bag here, neither. It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. Oh, now was it, bitch? He told me he buttoned his lips about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber. And in return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibis. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do. Worst of all, the name is French, yeah. If you're French, you're evil.
Shame on you, Filch. Perjury is a serious crime, you know.
Ah, shucks. Mercy, your honorship, mercy! Ah! I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch is none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication. If you're French, you're evil, unless it's ESAT we're talking about, yeah. If it's ESAT, you're not evil. But anything else, evil. Or your baby. True. If it's Persona, or if it's ESAT, you're not evil. But anything else, evil. I want like a little gavel that I can like hit on my table.
I see. We'll take a 20-minute recess. After which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself.
Yes! Finally gonna drag that slippery snake onto the stand. Sneaky little snake. Blackwell does not seem happy, which honestly, same.
In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations.
April 19th, District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. While we're doing this, I want to look at all the evidence that we have. This is the Yokai Legend Scroll. We use that. Crime scene diagram. Foyer diagram, which I guess doesn't matter anymore. We got the demon and fox statue. Crime scene photo with the feathers. Amazing Ninetales mask with the thing stuck inside. What's this? Eyewitness account. She says it fled towards the foyer. After leaving the scene and calling the police, which she would have done down the hall, they passed each other at a bend in the hall as he was made for the foyer. He was carrying a staff like implement. She couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall. Oh. QB's autopsy report, the victim has been in drug-induced slumber. Stabbed with a spear. Swallowed key. Color label that washes out with water and is not available to the general public. This was the hand cream. And then Azuki Kozo's figurine. We did it, Apollo! We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court! Yeah. Hey, why the long face? I can't help but feel like I'm missing something important. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack. You really are a worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine! That mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent LaBelle. I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it. We don't have a reason. I think that's what we're looking for is like motivation for all of this. We don't really have a motive. We have explanations, but we don't have a reason of why. Any rate, then big showdown with Mr. LaBelle is up next. Chin up, Apollo. Yeah, get your head in the game. Girl. April 19th, 11 a.m. at District Court, courtroom number something. 4. What the fuck?
Court is back in session. Our next witness is, looking like a freak, probably.
Let's see what the hair color is now. Hold on. Oh. Yes, I am acting on behalf of the mayor. On the behalf of the mayor on this very important matter. Girl looking like the goddamn Joker. Holy shit. Get off your damn phone. Agreed, Robin. Girl. Giving Joker. Oh my god.
It seems the witness is, predisposed at the moment.
Ah! Surely! You just... I will hold... wait, what did that say? What did it say? I will hold you to your promise. Remember that. If there's anywhere to not be on your phone, it's the fucking courtroom. Agreed, yeah. Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Florin Liddell, personal aide to Mayor Tenma, or should I say, the accused. Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't already suffered enough. Well, what business do you have with me? I am a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible.
Your boldness. Ah, right. Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand.
Do you think I'd be associated with this entirely Lutheran affair? Oh my god. Well, I am not. So may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to.
Objection!
I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed?
Witness, you're being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air.
Fine. The truth is that I faked my alibi for a very good reason. I had this close to punching him in the goddamn face.
Do it.
We should all punch him in the face. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I faked an alibi to confuse the matter. What? You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect her. Sorry. Ah! You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime? Peasant! How dare you accuse me? Oh. Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence!
Wow. Uh-oh.
Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past.
Swords? What swords?
This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accursed rests in our hands. Begone, ye of cowardly heart!
Oh shit! Girl! Damn, he is strong as fuck. Oh, sorry.
The battlefield hath no place for ye.
Again? Oh my! Spare me, please! So much for sturdier shackles. Oh, pulled out the sword.
Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day. This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning.
At this point, I'm surprised he's still let in the courtroom. Yeah.
Will the witness please deliver the accused's death news? You know what I speak of.
Ah! Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him. What? Whatever he has to say can't be good. As I told Prosecutor Blackquill during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox chamber when I heard little Jinxie scream. What? Then... drumroll, please. I saw Mayor Tenma opening the forbidden chamber doors. But...
there you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch, was the accused. There was never any third party.
Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime. Startling sounds bad. The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's right! The mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there. I actually do think that was real. Let's do the drumroll he asked for on his face and put all the power we can into it. Agreed.
He confessed? Order in the court! This is quite conclusive testimony if it stands. Just so, and quite astonishing I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess.
Ah! I just love surprises, don't you? That is why I saved the best for last. Consider a gift from me to you. No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess? It is indeed. During the last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem that Mayor Tenma actually did confess. That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions.
Oh god. This is LaBelle. Yes, I called earlier about that party reservation. Are you planning a party right now? Really, bitch? That's right, and I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala. Holy shit! A splendid time is guaranteed for all. All but the mayor and his defense. Ah!
Well, it seems our witness is very busy, man, so let's get right to his testimony. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime.
God. Alright, Joker, let's talk. What LaBelle saw? A whole lot of nothing. Sorry, you were not going to that damn party. Yeah. You're going to jail, bitch! Sorry. What LaBelle saw. I was in the hallway hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her little father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Wait a minute, that's not what she did though. She didn't go to the foyer. Didn't she call the police? Yeah, she went to the phone. What? Immediately after that, the mayor came to and stood up and opened the chamber door. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end. With that. Well, that doesn't make sense, because Jinxie would have been at that corner, and she didn't say shit about seeing you.
I must say, this is a shocking revelation.
What an unexpected. Yeah, unexpected. And fake as fuck.
Do you think the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime?
Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter.
You do realize you should have not withheld such crucial testimony from court.
Ah! Once again, sorry. It's just, I feared being accused if I meant coming upon the most unpleasant scene.
Why did the mayor confession have to be brought up by this guy?
Better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty.
As Death Row inmate once told me in years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield. A time to live and a time to die.
I find it funny that these games take place in modern times, still have characters use landlines and cell phones. It makes better stories, but like, no one ever just whips out an iPhone to call the police. Yeah, I guess iPhones just don't exist in this universe. They just did not happen.
He's laying it on real thick now. The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
I think he just told us to go die. That's crazy, by the way. Cross-examination! Don't mind if I do. I want to talk to you about that last statement. I was doing all this shit, and you know, being a piece of shit from hell. Why is Ligma Balls tagged on Twitch? What the fuck? That is so funny.
Who the hell's Steve Jobs?
I fled down the hallway to my right to the one with the phone at the end. No, you didn't, bitch, because of Jinxie.
Objection!
Oh, I guess so, yeah. Florent LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway. Ah! What on earth do you mean?
Yes, care to fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice?
Yeah, this man is a lying piece of shit from hell. Gladly. If Mr. LaBelle had already fled down into the hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma. What's this? After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then after making her call, she went back to the main hallway. I sent a message just saying lignables, and it completely failed to send. Oh my god. Whereupon she encountered the demon yokai, whatever you want to call it. As for me, I call it Mr. Phineas Filch in a Tenma Taro costume. Twitch hates Ligma. Damn, we really learned the truth now. The encounter happened right here, where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter.
Why yes, the two would have crossed paths.
Right, except Miss Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were really never there. Oh! Oh, my eyes! My beautiful eyes! Can you do that about 15 times over and just blind yourself real quick? That'd be great. Anyway, that is a fabulous scent now, is it?
Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor's confession. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it?
Inside the Fox Chamber, or else.
But isn't that within the very crime scene?
It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time. What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you!
Silence.
God, I love the chain clink sound.
Foolish fop. A true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe with the sword of truth bared.
Girl, you're about to get a whole mollywop in here in a second. Bitch, let me show you the truth. The truth is, Joker over here is a murderer. And we're about to prove it right here, right now. Prosecutor Blackquill, what are you? I thought we... Oh, was he talking to fucking LaBelle? Whoops. We're on the same side.
You are mistaken. There are no sides here save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. You are alone upon this battlefield. If not, your lies and sickly sweet perfume. Oh, girl. Girl is sweating a bit too much. Girl,
Girl, you might want to stop spraying the perfume.
Whoa. What just happened?
Blackwell's really tearing into him. Oh my god. Apollo, you have a boyfriend. Get a hold of yourself.
You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, did you not, you deviant dandy? The sole location from which you could have seen or heard the mayor and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing you, were right there in the Fox Chamber.
Oh my! Deviant Dandy is great. So, that's how it's going to be? Fine. I'll come clean then. Girl. Nothing about you is clean. I don't believe you for a second. Seriously? You admit to being there in the Fox Chamber? I do. I did enter the room after the murder.
The murder! But I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied. Oh, I lied about it. Sorry. I feel terrible about lying like that, but it is a verbal cologne I use to protect myself. You better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle. Yes, of course, I was just about to get to that. The witness is skating on very thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime. Let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies. Alright, let's hear what we got. Witness testimony. In the Fox Chamber. I did enter the Fox Chamber after the murder. But I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard their confession and left. I heard the mayor groaning hid behind the folding screen there. Oh, okay. What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen. From behind the screen? Well, yes, I believe you wouldn't have been spotted if you were there. Just so, you could have seen anything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch. So to suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events rather than an actual third party. This guy's as slippery as an eel. Girl, it's all that perfume. It's making him oily. Apollo! You think he's telling the truth? No, girl! Athena, he's fucking lying. Well, he was in the Fox Chamber, so at least that much can be true. Perjury is a very serious crime that no one ever gets sentenced for in this series, yeah. Girl, everyone be lying in this goddamn game. The defense may cross-examine a slightly voyeuristic witness. Oh, okay, sure. Okay. What? Okay, sure, Jan. Cross-examination. Alright, I didn't notice anything, like, completely. So I guess we're just gonna press everything. Even though I really, really, really do not want to. Why in the world would you enter that grisly crime scene? Why? Because I was worried. Sick. Merton Masood. It what? It was designed personally by me. No. I was worried my work of art might get the blood on. Girl, give me a fucking break. Oh my god, you were such garbage. This man clearly has his priorities in order. Okay, let's get this over with this. Shall we? Now where was I? Oh yes, I had entered the Fox Chamber almost without thinking. Well, you don't have much of a brain to begin with, so.
Hold it!
Okay, you didn't enter until after Jinxie had all the rest. Why didn't you enter right away? I ruined my designer shoes! Your shoes. Shoes. Let's get some shoes. Even now, just thinking! Period. About getting blood on my fabulous footwear.
It sends chills down my spine. That's why I hesitated.
Objection!
Oh, that's terrible! A man was dying and another one injured, and you're worried about your goddamn shoes?
Silence.
Shoes.
Need to remind you this is a court of law. We're not teaching morality. We have schools of etiquette and the like for such trivial pursuits.
Ah!
Now you listen to me, you deceptive dandy.
Decrepit dandy. No. Decrepit dandy.
Get to the point and be quick about it.
Yes, well, I was there in the Fox Chamber, but I heard the mirror grunt and hid behind the folding screen.
Hold it.
Wait a second. Why did you hide yourself? Oh my. So you do understand. I do? By hiding, I was concealing my fabulous beauty, for the sake of the universe, is something I should never, ever do. That's what you were thinking, right? Actually, I think you know what? I'll help you here. You should put a paper bag over your head as well. That, if you really want to keep your beauty to yourself, that's what you should do. Because let's be honest, Mama, this is garbage. This is garbage. I'm sensing a black hole of egocentricity forming around the witness stand.
We can deliberate his mental process another time. Get on with the testimony. Now.
Well, regarding the murder scene, I'm ready to attack him. Agreed. What I saw there upon close, it was absolutely horrifying. Could you elaborate, bitch? Could you describe this crime scene in a bit more detail? In what exactly would you like details about? Well, what I'd like to ask you about is the feathers on the tracks, the forbidden chamber, the murder weapon. Oh. I feel like the feathers and tracks weren't there yet because the door had not been opened. And then the forbidden chamber hadn't been opened yet, so I guess ask about the murder weapon? Could you describe the state of the weapons that have been used at the scene? The spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman QB. Then there was the statue the alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. That incredibly inspiring statue. I accidentally clicked off of it. Oh. Inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor. Inspiring? Oh, right, the statue. But why would you find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring? Ah! Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village. An inspiring symbol of goodwill. Now, wait a minute. I was about to say, you shouldn't have known what that looked like because it would have been destroyed at that point. You should not know about this. Only Jinxie knew about it. A broken statue next to a bloody corpse? Real inspiring.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider his statement to be of any importance?
Is it important? Very. I believe that to be extremely important. I've requested be added to the testimony. A statue had fallen to the floor. It was a token of goodwill celebrating the municipal merger.
Objection!
Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle. What possibly could you mean? You said the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct? It is indeed. But what of it? Oh god damn it, I didn't mean to click. The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill, as if they're celebrating the municipal merger. Something the matter? So, how did you really know that the statue is meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? What?
Justice Dono, explain yourself and make it quick.
This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who knows that what it should look like. She knows what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form? What do you mean, where? The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form. Right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. How dare you!
Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness with some sort of crime?
Yes. Yes, I am. Florent LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby. Ah! Judge, he's already committed perjury multiple times. Yeah.
Order! Order! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
How could you possibly accuse me? The embodiment of beauty. Where to go, Apollo? This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico! We've got you now. We know you killed the alderman, now admit it.
Silence.
Oh no.
Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono. This prancing peacock cannot possibly be the killer.
Objection!
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled into dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo.
Yes, that's right. I clearly remembered it now. The alderman told me about it. about what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine. Ah!
Objection!
Yeah, right. He wouldn't have shown you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it's already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime.
It has?
Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scamp's testimony, if you will.
And I'm gonna recall something for you. The fact that LaBelle has admitted to hiding behind the screen door. What says that he didn't hide there when he heard Jinxie start coming through? Anyway.
When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox Chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapse therein, and no one else.
Oh, dang it.
The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florence LaBelle could have not possibly been in that locked room.
No! Ah! I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle?
The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right, your boldness? It does seem awfully conclusive.
Oh, come on!
The facts point to the defendant and the victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection! Silence.
Oh, come on!
You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in this charade is over, Justice King.
What?
Your boldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice. Point well made. I believe it is time to declare a verdict.
Oh, God! What the fuck? No, come on!
This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma.
Oh, God, what now? Is it Jinxie? Oh, well. Hi, Bird Brain.
It would seem my time is at hand!
Bigger Tenma?
Chancellor, there is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now for only your good graces.
Counselor? Oh, right. He must be man. He must be me. Hammer of Justice. Gerson! Guys, trust. Deltarion's coming out tomorrow. Has he finally remember what happened before that blow to his head?
Bailiff, don't just stand there. Seize him!
It's no good! I can't restrain him! Ka-ka-ka!
No me and no despair. For I am Tenma Toro, Demon Lord of the Yokai. Mr. Justice, do something!
Since when am I responsible for court security? Apollo, this is our chance! We might get some new information out of him! How?
Tenma.
Tenna, my beloved. Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai.
Well, when you put it that way, you should have been here when your mentor was, cross-examining a parrot. Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world. Unprecedented in absurdity, more like. Alright then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I say Mr. Tenma Taro? Your testimony, please. I shall now speak of the recollections of most real courtesy of my host Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortal, for hear them once you shall. Ka-ka-ka!
The ruler of demonkind. Oh god, here we go.
Barely conscious there was Damien amidst the darkness. Suddenly 2 yokai did appear.
Oh god, not again.
On one side, I, Timitaro, ruler of demonkind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the 9-tailed fox.
Huh. Okay, that's a lot of nothing. Could we... Girl, everyone is sweating. This is nothing! Mama, this is garbage. Girl! Could we, like... Athena, could you work your magic here real quick? We need something. Anything. I mean, we did a lot with a little last time, so, like, can we...
So the defendant asserting that the room was very dark at the time? Strange as it may be, yes, all was in darkness.
The part about Tenmataro and the 9-tailed fox being there? Athena, superpowers, go! Athena, listen to him! Ah! Call animal abuse, Your Honor!
It would seem the defense recollections are not to be trusted. My host's recollections are a bit fuzzy, as if half-dreamt happening lingers in his mind.
Apollo, maybe I can help here. Please! Please, Athena, please! Really? Oh, you mean... Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memories of the event. Okay, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us. Again. Barely conscious was Damien there amidst the darkness. Oh, so you're knocked out. Okay. Suddenly, 2 yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demonkind. And on the other, my mortal enemy, the 9-tailed fox. Huh. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, surprise. Okay. The yokai did appear. It doesn't look like the rest of them changed, but there's happiness in the last one? Sounds like the mayor saw the same thing that was shown on that scroll. What's with those tenmas and their yokai vision? What's with those tenmas and their yokai visions? I think it's sweet how father and daughter can share something like that. I don't think a shared nightmare really qualifies as sweet. Anyway, all I need to do is point out an unusual reaction like last time. Right, look for places where an emotion conflicts with the testimony. That conflict usually indicates a thought or emotion that's being suppressed. Yokai did appear. On one side was the demon. Okay.
Got it!
Our Terminator and Naito's whole secretly gay lovers. That's my truth. That's what I believe in. These yokai are gay. Congratulations. When the 9-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like joy as well.
Joy? That's strange. Perhaps it was joy, the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creak did pierce the silence.
Oh.
And then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
A creaking door? Huh? Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber door. It does make a lot of noise. Why? Huh? I'm confused. What? So this when the Forbidden Chamber really was opened. No! Wait, how does that happen? Hold on. Because from what he just said, it almost sounds like... Was he in the chamber? Was he in the Forbidden Chamber? What was he doing unconscious in the Forbidden Chamber? How did he get inside of the Forbidden Chamber to begin with? What? But what about the sudden light he described? I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Temataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be here? Oh my god, he was in the Forbidden Chamber, what the fuck? What? What?
The Forbidden Chamber? Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. The terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. And the towering Tenmatara you saw? Most likely the Forbidden Chamber's statue.
Why, yes, that would explain it.
Oh, I just had a really bad thought. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. No, there's no way. Okay. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. This is me, like, thinking. Okay. We haven't heard Damien talk about his confession. We've heard Jinxie talk about his confession. And we've heard LaBelle talk about his confession. We know that LaBelle was in his, like, little thing. He was worried about the suit being ruined because he had custom made it for the mayor. Also, LaBelle has their own brand of hair dye that comes in what we have seen, a wide variety of colors and can be easily washed out. What if this is just a theory or a hypothesis? What if the Damien Tenma that was unconscious in the Fox Chamber that confessed to Jinxie was actually LaBelle? If I'm right, I'm gonna scream. Because that would explain how Damien is in the Forbidden Chamber, but also has to be in the other chamber as well. My brain is exploding. I'm exploding. Okay. We're gonna continue, but I'm just gonna throw that out there. Don't say anything. Don't say anything!
The darkness and the stuff in the demon's grasp.
But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox? Maybe he was seeing things, just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai. Fantastico Apollo! It's entirely possible! In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events. That would be some Zero Escape level twist, yeah!
Misremember, you say? Let me think. Ah! I do believe I remember now. That was not the nine-tailed fox. It was the amazing Ninetales.
What? What? The amazing Ninetales?
At first, but this is but a dream, but I thought, but now I most clearly do recall it. It was the amazing Ninetales who opened the Forbidden Chamber door.
Huh? What? I'm sorry I asked. Amazing Ninetales? But that was the victim, Alderman QB, right? Yeah, so why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed? Never mind that, this is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update. Please, girly pop, please. Clearly conscious was Damien there in the Forbidden Chamber. Okay. Oh, there's the statue. Oh my god. Amidst the darkness, a mighty statue of Temitara loomed overhead. Suddenly, the door did open and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom. That's creepy. The amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue. Why are you sad?
Got it!
Why are you sad? When the amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Yes, in that hazy depths of my mind, I do recall something of that nature. I believe it was the Fiend's Cape of Red.
Huh?
For when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicably wash over me.
Does he wear a red cape? I don't remember him wearing a red cape. Hold on, we have promotional images somewhere. He doesn't wear a red cape. He wears like a cape of tails, which is actually really cool. Oh, that's such a cool character idea. Sorry. Hold on. Let's continue with this. Noise level 20. Okay, can we get it down to 0? A cape of red? Apollo! We've reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left. Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
Why indeed?
What could this mean? I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence. Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face. Something this obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into an indefinite shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see. Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay, time to review the evidence. And look out contradictions, here comes justice. It was because they were gay lovers and the cape was covered in blood! Oh god. Really conscious was Damien there in the Forbidden Chamber, amidst the darkness a mighty statue of Temitara loomed overhead. It's gotta be the last one, right? Cape of red. But you don't wear a red cape, so what was it?
Objection!
You said the amazing Ninetales cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but,
Mayor Tenma! Does this cape look red to you?
Oh, that certainly does not look red, not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, on my liberation, something red did fill my yet hazy field of view. And I thought to myself, the amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red. Oh my god, it's just blood. It's just blood.
So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
Apparently so, and remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me.
You saw the alderman dead, didn't you? So the red something probably wasn't the cape after. No, it's blood. No, it's blood. No, it's blood. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory. Oh, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking? Girl! Is it this one? It's gotta be the blood, right? Blood! Oh my god, there's so much blood. I know. Could it have been... Mayor Tenma, was the red thing you saw this? It's gotta be the blood, right?
Take that!
Something red that could breed just a deep sadness. Could it have been, Mr. Tenma, what you saw was the alderman's blood?
Blood? Why, yes, it was blood.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
It's all coming back to me now.
It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was lying behind the amazing Ninetales. Holy shit. Girl, that is crazy! That is an insane photo! Oh my god! Noise level 0. Bye-bye. His noise level is down to 0. I think he remembered everything now. What did he say? Lying behind the amazing Ninetales was the alderman's bloody body. Yeah. Does this mean the amazing Ninetales killed Alderman QB? But the alderman was the amazing Ninetales, so how exactly would that work? Hey, I asked you first.
Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter even more complicated.
True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover...
Silence!
Oh god, what now?
Boy, don't you think this is strange?
Little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said not about seeing the amazing Ninetales there. You just had to bring that up, didn't you? Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room then? Oh my god. Okay, but why? Where does the amazing Ninetales come into all of this? Would the defense care to share any theories of the court? Can you explain the inconsistencies between the defendant's testimony and his daughter's? Did LaBelle actually disguise as Tenma? I'm gonna lose my mind. Yes, I can. Sure, let's see what they've got. Yes, of course. I can't explain it. Because if I don't, we're in serious fucking trouble. Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this. What a good old-fashioned penalty. Back in my day, they didn't chop off anyone's head, they just gave us a penalty.
Let's see if you have a head worth keeping on your shoulders.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So let us consider the following question. The facts points to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene. Why did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma?
A very good question indeed. Now I suppose you have an answer for us?
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor? Well, if she did, then the question is, why did she do that?
Well, how about the explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Florence LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapsed there.
If she has in fact misremembered the events, what could have made her do so? Jinxie was confused. LaBelle was disguised as Tenma. She got the rooms mixed up. Holy shit! I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. I mean, it's gotta be, right? LaBelle was disguised as Tenma. The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florence LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence.
What is this Danganronpa Zero-Escape-ass fucking plot twist?
That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise? Yes, they do both have incredibly distinct faces.
Maybe the disguise... Oh my god. Oh my god. It would be really hard to do that. It wouldn't be that hard if you're wearing a mask. Oh, but that would change everything. If he was wearing the Ninetales mask, Jinxie is like a big fan and wouldn't have taken it off, and she would have, oh my god. But then that would mean that Tenma is fucking the amazing Ninetales, which puts his whole motive in hot fucking garbage. Because the whole point was his, like, big, evil conspiracy about fucking, wanting the municipal merger, but if the merger was okay, and because he was fucking amazing Ninetales! I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she could have seen her father's face, but she wouldn't have fucking mentioned it if he was fucking amazing Ninetales and he was wearing that goddamn mask! Oh my god!
That sort of disguise wouldn't if she removed it.
Not if it was a wrestler's mask! Oh, right.
Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Donald. I shall show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of.
I think I'll pass. Ugh! Oh my god, you fucking killed him! Are you okay, Apollo?
I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way. Your baldness, your verdict, if you will. Mr. Justice, I believe it is time for a verdict if you have no further arguments.
What even leaves left for me to do? Give me evidence! Come on! Let me prove this! Hello, remember what Mr. Wright always says? You're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Turn the case upside down? Huh. It does say that, doesn't it? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise, maybe she couldn't talk about it. A wrestler's mask is more precious than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. There are matches where wrestlers battles for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than their lives itself. What about the fact that it was the Amazing Ninetales who opened the door? The mask that can't be removed in front of others? Can these facts turn things around? Ah! We got it all backwards! Apollo? I think we've made a huge mistake.
Your boldness, I see no need to further indulge in this silly little farce. The defense has no proof, they never did and they never will. Then it seems I must announce my verdict.
Objection!
I do have proof!
Do you now?
Alright, well this better be good, Mr. Justice.
Oh, this is gonna be real fucking good. You ready for a goddamn joke, bitch? Let me show you a fucking sword. We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of her assumptions upside down. Why jinxie Mr. LaBelle for her father? Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place? These riddles are inextricably linked to the Mayor Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret that will turn the entire premises of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's secret identity, the goddamn mask.
Take that!
Ah! What absolute claptrap! Poppycock balderdash!
We thought the alderman was the Amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Tenma Taro. That's why we believe the mayor killed the alderman in his lust for Ninetales Vale. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, you got the whole thing backwards. Mayor Tenma wasn't Tenma Taro at all. He was the Amazing Ninetales. Girl is shook. The women are too stunned to speak. What is this?
You best explain yourself, Justice Donald. And where you derived such a far-fetched conclusion?
Jinxie no doubt knew the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the Amazing Ninetales when she passed out. She saw it passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent LaBelle in disguise. Holy fucking shit.
Silence!
And the accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. The little scamp would have seen through the difference.
Objection!
Remember, Mr. LaBelle has his own very brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he take a different build, too? And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
Silence!
So why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Because she's too much of a stand. Because she knows that it's a humility to not do that.
Objection!
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than in life itself. As a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room.
By all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already.
First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and the alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold, that's when Mr. LaBelle killed him. Next, he took the mayor, who he also had drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber. Then, Then he returned to the Fox chamber, slipped on some of the mayor's spare clothes, which he made himself. He's told us this. And completed the disguise by donning the amazing Ninetales mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle then let out a scream. The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene. So then... the person who said I killed Alderman QB was... LaBelle. That was Florent LaBelle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence.
This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
Objection!
No, you twisted samurai. This time, you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Once Miss Tenma left the scene, Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the forbidden chamber. So he could drag the mayor's body and the mayor back out into the Fox chamber. Oh, so the amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was... right. It was LaBelle opening the forbidden chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the forbidden chamber, he had happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his Tamataro disguise ran as fast as he could from the room, leaving the tracks behind and scaring Jinxie. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the events that had occurred, Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back to the Fox chamber.
I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense.
Then, after dragging the mayor back into the Fox chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
Silence.
For this absurd theory to work, it requires the defendant to be Amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. Such an individual such an individual could possibly be the Amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection!
The mayor was blackmailed in pursuing the merger. Mrs. Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Ninetales.
This is madness! No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot.
No one, except a killer as insane as his plot, and I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies.
Foolish mortal! It is at your own peril that you forget who I am!
Mr. Tenma! Mayor Tenma, it's okay now! Jinxie will be safe as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the Amazing Ninetales, aren't you? Hold it. Girl who? Oh no. Don't tell me. You little shit. Ah! You have quite the active imagination. Mayor Tenman is not the Amazing Ninetales.
Objection!
What do you mean? Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet? Well, not before you rudely interrupted, you posse fucking clown. But that's just... And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Tenma Taro right here and now. What? That's a threat. That's a threat in court.
Why, you would dare reveal the secret?
Ah! My good friends, the alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth. What with the superstitions, now would it? The truth behind Tenmataro? What is he talking about? So go ahead, say it. Say I am the Amazing Ninetales. I dare you! Ah!
Objection!
Wait! Will someone please explain what's going on here? Mayor Tenma will do anything to keep the truth behind Tenmataro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept a secret by the village superstitions. And if the mayor admits to being the Amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth. Right? I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up. So what now, Justice Dono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle. I'll show you who's useless. Apollo! Don't you dare give up now! I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales is in the cornerstone of this case.
You do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the defendant the Amazing Ninetales or not?
The Amazing Ninetales' true identity. The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. Mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Tenmataro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Oh? I want to know more about that last statement. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire. At this rate, the mayor will be found guilty for sure.
Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here.
Ah! And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know the Alderman QB was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how the Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start. Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales, then we just have to get him to admit it himself. But if he admits it, LaBelle's gonna expose the secret behind Tenmataro. Ah, we're so close, I know it!
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Let me break his spine real quick. Come here, twink. I'm about to beat you up with a goddamn chair. Come here. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I'll expose the truth behind Tenmataro right here and now, and that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as superstitions say. Hold it! Tell me more about that. Do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the villager superstitions say? Exactly! Telling others what Tenmataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And the ruin coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth? Ah! Bingo! And the truth is, Tenmataro is a great, greed-inspiring fortune that That's what the whole battle over Ninetales Vale is about. Tenmataro is a great fortune? Come to think of it. Well, that is the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Grandpappy told me all about it, so there's an amazing treasure in there. Could Tenmataro actually be a forbidden chamber treasure? Telling the villagers that Tenmataro is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the forbidden chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time. Well. Seems our ace attorney has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed. Peter Tenma looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tenmataro exists. Well, side eyes. Tenmataro doesn't exist. That's why this secret must be protected. As long as Tenmataro exists, huh? Mr. LaBelle, please add that statement to your testimony. Get his ass. Get his ass. Get his ass. Get his ass. Yeah. Well, there is no treasure anymore.
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle, what if Tenmataro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If Tenmataro no longer existed? Ah! What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Tenmataro no longer exists. I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when searching the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure in there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that Tenmataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure.
Do we have here? Looks like some sort of creature.
We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's in a Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief, Azuki Kozo, used to leave them at the scenes of his crimes. You suggesting that the Tenmataro has been stolen? Yep. Phineas Filch's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit. And by that hideous moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less. I know! My beautiful golden Tenmataro was... The greed inspired by Tenmataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma?
The root of the tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I now recall the alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking of Tenmataro, for he said to me the golden ingot was gone.
The golden ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tenmataro's true form?
Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale. In return for the gold my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale, land that would become Tenma Town. But drive the villagers mad with greed did that great fortune. That it was their greed-fueled battle, it was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. Thus, it was that yokai Tenmataro came to be.
So, Tenmataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away.
Fairy tale or not, Tenmataro made quite the mess of things. Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold.
Well, you know what they say. Love of the money is the root of all evil.
My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that Tenmataro, a monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village to which we are owed our very existence. Tenmatown would never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger. Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history.
Mr. Mayor, now that we know Tenmataro no longer exists, are you ready to admit that you're secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? What now? What? No! Don't do it! Please, no!
Be gone, you demented demon! Now where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is indeed me!
That means... Jinxie! Yes? The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the Fox Chamber. Was he wearing the amazing Ninetales mask? Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to Alderman QB that day, so... Oh! Oh! So it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
It was Florence I'd hear from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman.
Yeesh, Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than LaBelle's. Jesus Christ, LaBelle!
You may rest now, little Jinxie. The monster's deception is through.
The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman QB, but Florence LaBelle did. How dare you, peasant! Oh! No!
Silence.
Oh, what now?
Justice Dono, you should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me.
And you should be prepared. You should get your EpiPen, bitch, because you're about to choke. Get ready.
Have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground?
What does this guy want now?
Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone as though it were butter. But you have only blind guesses, a dull blade incapable of cutting in the cake. Yes, you're there, Mr. Justice. After all, evidence is everything in court of law.
But... they're right. Let's see some evidence. Of course, perfect. Being like me would not leave any incriminating evidence behind. Aha! Well, get your EpiPen, bitch, because you're about to choke. Come here. I think I know the perfect evidence.
This is the final battle. Just as the samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits. Now present your conclusive evidence, or don't you have any?
Oh, crud. Do I have anything conclusive? Of course you do. Girl, I got you. Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course. Wasn't the last game all about them changing the legal system that hard evidence wasn't the be-all end-all? Yeah, they forgot that plot point quick, huh? Yeah, apparent fucking Lee. Bitch, it hasn't even been a year and they've already forgotten it. It's just the conclusive evidence we need too. I'm gonna finally prove Mayor Tenma isn't it. Here comes justice! Oh god, what's this? Well, let's review the facts. The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. We all thought the mayor was killed because he was the Amazing Ninetales, but as we know now, of course, we were way off. Amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapsed at the scene, she mistook him for his father. She mistook him for her father. Those are the facts we have revealed. This is cool. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. He didn't say anything about evidence outside of the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. The evidence outside of the crime scene provide any clues? Hand cream, Amazing Magic. Not the hand cream, because that just has, what's-his-face's fingerprints. But the Amazing Ninetales mask has hair in it. Oh, I know! The Amazing Ninetales mask. It was found washed up along the river. Patch of golden fur, white hair. And what about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to? Well, it's gotta belong to Florent LaBelle, though, right? The white hair is LaBelle's. Oh, right! That hair is Florent LaBelle's! Yes! Now that's what I call conclusive evidence. Forehead! Sorry.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court?
Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will. A forehead dono. Air forehead!
That mask? How is that conclusive evidence?
It is not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Cubey.
Yes, but the Amazing Ninetales as we know now is Mayor Tenma, so...
That's correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? The answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent LaBelle. What are you talking about? I never had the hideous white hair like that.
Silence.
It appears your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not white-haired type. This is busy being one ludicrously garish color or another.
Objection!
No, Prosecutor Blackquill. It's you has made a fatal error.
What?
Remember where this mask was found? It was washed... The dye had washed off! Girl, that means you were white-haired? Girl, you're so fair. I guess, yeah, that's why. With that in mind... This last piece of evidence will solve all the remaining riddles. The hair dye, Colonie LaBelle.
Take that!
I don't know about this one if she's around there. The parents are just desperation to get out of the tub. Little rat! That's the...
What's that?
This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. It washes out with just water. The court will also recall that the Amazing Ninetales mask washed up alongside the village river with white hair inside of it.
What's this? You're saying that the preening peacock's hair color is...
That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair is a freakish work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we now have a real-life expose. The white hair in the mask is conclusive evidence proving that you're the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match. Admit it! Florent LaBelle, You were the one who killed Alderman Rex QB! Breakdown, 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 breakdown. You! Has it? How dare you! My beauty is like a bug in a ball. I'm gonna show you the Alderman. No! My makeup! Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, girl. Hello, this is LaBelle. What? The project is off. This is LaBelle. The sponsors have pulled out. LaBelle speaking. I'm fired? You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide? Hello, this is LaBelle. What? There's this catastrophic damage claims against me. Stratospheric damages claims against me. $100 million. I'm finished! Washed up, sick of fucking me! I'm done! Oh my god! This is preposterous. I, Simon Blackwell, defeated. Order, order, order in the court! Oh my god.
Well, this is quite the unexpected outcome. Let's hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like the other lawyer. Phoenix Wright.
Wait, that was a compliment, right? Girl. I mean, Phoenix has done a lot of good, so I would take it as a compliment, yeah.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Lauren LaBelle? We have murdered him. The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. And one of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler.
Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off?
Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as the Tenmataro. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Nine Tails of Ale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. But the efforts of the amazing Nine Tails saw those plans come to a halt. Thus, LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma. I see, but what I still can't comprehend is why would he go after all the gold in the first place?
For his private makeup brand would be my guess.
LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid. LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He is mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such ferocity.
Too bad for him, someone else had gotten to it first anyway.
I see. Very well then. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. This court finds the defendant,
Damien Tenma, not guilty! Oh, finally. Oh, girl, put the claws away. Yay, we did it! You could look at us. Bitch, I'm gonna throw a rock at him.
Court is adjourned.
Let's go! Yeah! Oh my god. April 19th, 1:23 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby at number 3. Oh shit. Hey. Oh, some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming. I just got lucky, I guess. You banished Tenmataro from Nine Tails Vale like you were some kind of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? He could have set it up so that Mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ornament. I was wondering about that too, but I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his tongue. He was planning on exposing the Amazing Ninetales' true identity himself. Huh? But why? Because the mayor was the Amazing Ninetales. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it! If the Amazing Ninetales was just killed, he would die a hero. But if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier. Right. And then, when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search for the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure. What an insanely intricate plot!
Most excellent job in clearing my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval.
Why are you acting like Tenma again?
Let this be of no concern to you.
How could it not be concerning me? Tenma, be gone!
Ah! Jinxie, seems like Agencies have laid his eyes on you.
Papa! You're finally back!
Yes, it would seem Tenma is no match for you.
I'm not scared of that slave yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore. Aww, that's so cute. Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling?
This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the Amazing Ninetales will have to retire, though.
Aw, how come?
Once everyone hears I'm the Amazing Ninetales, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people, nor the reason for my secret identity. I don't see how it could,
I don't know what that said, shit.
I don't see how it could possibly continue.
I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside!
Say no. You mentioned it. What's all that noise out there?
Big crowd gathered outside the courthouse when this news broke. It seems like they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask. And root for your return to the wrestling ring.
Rooting? Well, me? I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes.
The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
Jinxie.
Here, I think you'll be needing this. Mask, yeah. You're gonna need
Take that!
Thank you. Now, if you would excuse me. I don't want to keep my fans waiting.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! Work, bitch! Damn, that's impressive.
Ninetales Vale forever!
Damn, he is built like a damn semi-truck. Holy shit! Sorry. I sure hope they can settle the problems between Tenma-tan and Ninetales Vale. Me too. Motherfucker just had his whole ass costume hiding under his suit. I know! This is how wrestling is drag. In this essay, I will. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer / killer is behind bars and the merger is no longer an issue. Plus, the Amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit, and I suspect Ninetales Vale will be too. It's all because we believed in our client, just like you said. Okay, people, now that we've got that one in the bag, Let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. Better keep eating, Apollo. You might have to start looking up at me. Huh? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be past yours too. Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time. Keep eating like that, and the only direction you'll grow is sideways. Apollo, do you have another sister? This is sibling banter if I've ever heard it. Girl, the only direction you'll be growing is sideways is fucking crazy! Work, bitch. Very funny. Phoenix is grinning in the corner. Absolutely. But I've got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce. Really? Wow, I can't wait to see this. Calories? Ha! Just let them try to stick on me. Alright, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Eldune's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know. Eldune's? Stop! That's gonna make me want to cry. Aww. Can we also drag your boyfriend into this, Apollo? And Phoenix, where's your husband? I'm Mr. Right. Let's go! Oh, I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about them! Well, what are we waiting for? The noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two. Yeah! Thanks, boss! I won't let you down! He has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldune's noodles are so hot and salty, 2 bowls would kill a man. She really is, Lynn. Absolutely devouring that chicken. Yes! That was our first case together, and it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. Oh, that was our first case together. The Dark Age of the Law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis Legal Academy. Ooh. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. Themis Academy. We did it! And the end. Da bears! Watch her eat 10. Absolutely, we're gonna... Oh. The monster's turnabout has been completed. We will absolutely save. Turnabout Academy. Ooh. We are going to save that though for next time. I am very interested to see what that's all about though. Let's get the hell out of here real quick. That's it, game's over, everyone go home. Yep, game's over! We're done! Hold on. Let me get out of here real quick. There we go. Thank you all so much for coming by and hanging out with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to Pagetown, thank you to Izzy, thank you to Robin, thank you to everybody who was lurking and watching and all the VOD watchers. Thank you all so much for coming by. I stream here on Twitch. Well, normally I stream here on Twitch Thursdays and Sundays, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But for the next week, as of streaming this, I will not be streaming on the 10th or the 14th, since I am going on basically a road trip to go visit family. So there will be no streams for the next week. So the next stream you will find from me will be May 17th, 2026. So yeah. Thank you, Pagetown. I am very excited. I am going to places I've never been. and hopefully going to experience a lot of fun things and eat a lot of good food as well. As always, I have a Discord server, which is seen there in chat. It's also in the description of all my VODs. I have a VOD channel at NihilLights where all my VODs get posted the day after. And yeah, I think that's about it. So next time, next time I see you guys, we'll be doing more Chrono Trigger, but next time we're doing this, we will begin Turnabout Academy, which I am very interested to find out what that's about. I will see you all then. Bye!